Mordrick666 here, and today we're taking a look at Narita Boy, a psychedelic synthwave side-scroller from the developers at Studio Koba. The game was published by Team 17, the very same publishers who brought us the masterpiece that was Blasphemous. So let's see how Narita Boy holds up in comparison. The first thing you'll notice about this game is its vibrantly sleek retro art style. For me, it harkens back to the ancient days of the Commodore 64, all the way back in the 80s, with games like Forbidden Forest. Back then, a game like Forbidden Forest was nightmare fuel to a young kid, as it was able to convey an atmosphere that became extremely immersive to the player, crafting an imagined world of danger, haunting music, and giant man-eating spiders out to rip your fucking face off. And it's that same type of immersive atmosphere that Studio Koba has achieved here. Narita Boy is the game I imagined I was playing when I was playing those games as a kid back in the 80s. A lot of care went into the world building and story here, as every area, character, weapon, or dialogue has depth to it. The synthwave-soaked music only furthers this point, as evidenced by the fact that the boss fights, in particular, all have unique and memorable tracks. This game absolutely excels at an audio and visual level, and entertains throughout its 5 or 6 hour campaign. While the combat isn't bad, it doesn't distinguish itself either. It's basically your classic hack and slash where you can attack, jump, and dodge your way through room after room of black and crimson enemies. My main grievance with that combat is that there should have been a parry or counter mechanic. The enemies have such great tells for when they're about to attack that it's kind of bewildering that no one thought to add it in. Games like Blasphemous and Valheim have done a great job recently in that regard, illustrating how simple combat can still be satisfying, especially when you nail the timing of that parry right before the next attack lands. While Narita Boy would have benefited immensely from that addition, I don't want to give the impression that the gameplay itself was total garbage. It's not at all. It's just average. Towards the latter half of the game, enemies and bosses become much more challenging, so you can't just spam attack and get to the end of the game. There's also a great number of enemy types, each with their own unique attack patterns, so you'll have to strategize constantly, as the various enemy types thrown at you will keep you on your toes. Narita Boy is a great game with a memorable story that offers up a very unique experience. From the slapping soundtrack to the psychedelic style, you won't be disappointed. Plus, the protagonist's dad strongly resembles Lemmy, so points for that. If Studio Koba ever ends up adding that parry mechanic, this game would be legendary. Until then, I'm giving Narita Boy an 8 out of 10. What'd you think of Narita Boy? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!
There was a boy at that